Trying to not have the wires hanging out. Yeah. Okay. So if you didn't hear me before, it was just because I had the mic on, but I wasn't speaking very loud. It was just laying here. But it is Wednesday, October 27, 2021, and we're here with live chat today. Although I probably will be doing some sewing. And thank you, Betsy, so much. See your message. So let me pull this up on my phone. Should have the volume down already. And turn off my notifications. Just waiting for this the video to stop playing the ad. Okay. All right. Well, thanks everybody for coming. Let's go up to the top. People started in early today. We've got Cheryl Knuckles says, good evening, tea and everyone. Linda Steele says, hello, all tea quilters. Everyone from North Carolina. Hi, Linda. Welcome to the channel. Teresa McCormick says, good evening, Miss T and all. Deborah Quilt says, hello, T and all fellow quilters. Betsy is here saying, happy Wednesday to one and all. Craft with Love says, greetings, T and everyone. You kept me focused all day by watching your videos set on play all. That's funny. Vivian Calvi says, hi, T and everyone. Jackie K, hump day with T and friends. Doesn't get any better. Let's see. Cynthia Shade says, good evening to all from Chicago. Janice Miller, hello, T and T Quilters from sunny San Diego. Excited about what is ahead this evening. Kathy Quilts and Crafts says, good evening, T. Hello to all my quilt friends. C-Rack says, hello, everyone. Lynette Williams says, hello, everyone. Melinda C. says, hello, T and quilting friends. From June Hanson, she's talking to Kathy. She says, hi. Diane57 says, hi, fellow quilters. Darlene Crosby, hi, T and quilting friends. Sandra Edgar, hello, all, and thumbs up to T. Thank you so much, Sandy. Sharon Lewis says, hi, T and everyone from Washington, D.C. Maxie Doodle, happy Wednesday, T and quilting friends. Leetta Bryan says, hi, T and T quilters. Tiffany and Scott from Tiffany's Quilting Life says, hi, T and friends. Carla Ford, good evening, T and everyone. Hope your day went well. Judy says, hello to everyone. And Lynette says, be right back. Bonita Nance, hey, Miss T and everyone. Let's see, Quilt Gal, hi, T and everyone from beautiful fall weather in Maryland. Finally cut those tiny pieces for the 4-star general. Melissa LePage says, good evening, T and everyone. My brother Ray says, hi, sis and everyone. I hope you all are staying safe. I missed you a couple of times, but I was busy. Yes. I missed you Saturday. Saw your wife, though. Carissa Reninger says, hello, T. Hi to you. Dolores Felt says, good evening, T and everyone. Sue says, hello, sweet T and fellow teammates. Getting my list ready for retreat. Can't wait. Please don't forget to thumbs up. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you, Tiffany. She's welcoming everyone coming into the live. Deborah Sims Brown says, hello, T and everyone from Maryland. And reminding folks to hit that thumbs up from Tiffany. Kevin, the quilter, says, driving home. Can I chat tonight? Evening, Miss T and all T quilters. Be safe, Kevin. Scott is trying to watch a movie in my room because the living room DVD player broke. Yeah. I hate when that happens. Nellie Franco says, hi, everybody. I had my VCR, one of my units go out. Ain't that crazy? I was watching something on videotape. Pamnita Norwood says, good evening, everyone. I really enjoy and appreciate your lives. Well, thank you, Pamnita, for commenting and for watching. Nisi Maz waving says, hey, T and everybody. Nanette's back. Deborah Holloway says, good evening, T and T Quilters. Hey, T, I saw an old video of you making potato soup. It looks so good. I'm going to make it this week. Yeah, I love that potato soup. I got to make some myself. And I've been putting extra herbs and stuff in it. I think it does kind of help when you put all those different spices and stuff in it, that it does help keep you healthy. So it's pretty cool. Francine says, hello to all the T Quilters. Connie says, hello, T and everyone. Hope everyone is safe in the wild weather saw on the news. Yeah, it's a lot going on with the weather in the news. Had some issues here in Missouri. I do want to ask if anybody knows of a free pattern online that's just this bag, just this shape. You put it on the fold when you cut it out. And I think I know how to sew it so that I don't have to turn through these handles, but I'm looking for directions on how to make this bag. A lady that uses a jerry chair, this is her favorite bag, and so she's wanting me to make some of these, but I don't have a pattern, and it's very simple bag. The one pattern's on the fold. This is where it's coming apart from use. I'm trying to find something that I can sew the shoulder strap and then sew the two pieces, if you know of something like that. And then it just has this pleat on the side. And I don't think all of them have a pleat on the side, but this one does, this particular pattern. So she just dropped this off. She had a family member drop this off at my door. I've made a pattern of the bag. I just don't know. I can't remember. I know I've seen this online for free somewhere, and I'm sure she probably got this at some center. Us sewers, we tend to sew stuff for charity and donate them to hospitals and clinics and stuff like that. So I'm just trying to make that bag. So if anybody has seen the slouch bag, I think that's what it's called, where it's pieced, where I don't have to do that last handle sewing at the end. That's what I'm trying to avoid doing, because I think with it hanging on her chair, it needs to be really strong right there, and hand sewing it closed through part of the seam is not going to make it stay strong. So that's what I'm trying to do. Yeah, but I know I can turn through the lining, and that's probably what I'm going to end up doing eventually. But the problem is I have to turn the whole thing through the strap. Everything will have to come through this strap. So I'm just trying to make sure I'm on the right track when I'm sewing this. It's a very simple bag. I know I can do it. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm doing it the easiest way, because you have to get everything when you're turning right side out to go through that lining. So Maddie Barnum says, hi, T and everyone. June Hansen says, now you don't get wet this year and you should be warmer. I don't know who that one's to. June's talking to somebody else. Maddie Barnum says, T, I thought I ordered a shirt. I'll email you. You got a fabric pack for me and it didn't have your shirt in it? Because I made a shirt. Somebody got the shirt. So yeah, email me whatever it is that you're talking about, because I made the fabric acquisition shirt and thought that I put it in a bag. So email me and I'll make sure it's not still in my house somewhere, but I thought I put it in the bag. Maybe I sent it to the wrong person, so we'll follow up on that. Beverly Aiken says, hello, TNT Quilters. June Hansen says, I have 3 windows. I need to put plastic on them. I'm almost wondering if I sent Mary Friends in your shirt by mistake. Maybe that's what I did. I don't know. I thought that I printed sheets and read them off, so I must have really goofed up on that. So I'll follow up on that. June Hansen, I read that. Wash your hands says, hi, TNT Quilters. Sandra Agger says, thank you, T. I received my red shirt. Fabric acquisition team, yes, because I made 2. No, I had ordered it before now. So I don't know which shirt, Maddie. Were you talking about the fabric acquisition team or something else? Because I'm confused. Cindy Hill says, hi, TN, everyone. Jonah Crutchfield says, hello, everyone. Let me go into my mail because now she's got me wondering what did I do. Search for Maddie in email. Search. Whoops. Let's see. From Maddie, let's view that message. She says, I noticed a question mark by my name on the list for the pattern. Did that mean I have not paid for my pattern? I did pay for it. Yes, you did. Oh, T, I was supposed to get another shirt, but you said to email you and I forgot the name of the shirt too. I hope you remember, or I'll go back and watch the show you had, the one on that I like. It was different. And I think, I don't know which shirt. I don't know if it was fabric acquisition team. So no, that shirt wasn't made for you because this was October 3rd. Oh, the fabric acquisition. Let me know size and color preference if you don't know the size and stock. So I did make it. So did you get a fabric pack from me with no shirt? That's what happened? Okay. So I have to check PayPal later. I have to see if I billed you for a shirt. Let me see. Sometimes I hate technology. I sold 2 shirts. One was to Sandy and one was the second shirt. So whoever I sent, I know I made 2 shirts. That's the only 2 shirts I made, and then I made one for myself or something else. And I still got to make another shirt for somebody else, but show all. Sorry guys, but hey, I don't have a real agenda today. I just need to finish this lady's quilt and talk a little bit, I guess, about retreat. Sandra Agger, see hers. Mary Franzen. So Mary Franzen was sent that shirt. So I haven't billed you for a shirt. So then I did right. Okay. So you just want a shirt. I'll have to make you a shirt. I completely forgot. Apparently. I thought I wrote everything down, but yours was mixed up in some other communications that we were doing with the 4-star general. So that's probably why I missed it when I went back to write down all the shirt orders. So sorry about that, Maddie. So if you want the fabric acquisition shirt, I can make that for you. Have to send you an email and get your size. Make sure I have the right size. All right, sorry guys. When stuff like that happens, I'm like, did I mess up somebody's order? um, Retreat. We still got people coming in making comments too. Leela Dicker came in, says, good evening, T and T Quilters. I hope that all is well with everyone. Okay. Thank you, Tiffany, keeping everybody welcomed into the group while I was out trying to find answers. Cassaville says, hi, T and T Quilters. Not sure if I pronounced that right. I'm sure I butchered it, so I'm sorry. But welcome to the channel. Appreciate you commenting. The retreat. The retreat still has a waiting list. The people on the list have until November 12th to either tell me that November 12th is the deadline when your first deposit should be in. So it's not you got to the 12th to tell me what you're doing. You got to the 12th to give me your information so I know you're still on the list by November 12th, your first deposit. If you were on the wait list for a retreat, I still sent you the information, but you are not supposed to send any money or forms until you've been moved off of the wait list. So I sent you the information so you be ready to pay if your name should come up. So that's what's going on with retreat. I think so far to this date, I have 3 of the 26 people paid their first deposits. So that's kind of where we are. I have heard from a couple of people saying that they have put their information in the mail, and none of that has arrived yet. So we all know from when I was mailing 4-star general stuff that it can take up to a week for regular mail to get processed. So don't wait until November 10th and put your information in the mail and you haven't contacted me. So if you mail your information, it's probably a good idea for you to tell me that you mailed it, and I'll give you a couple extra days. If you told me you mailed it on May 5th, May 6th, May 7th, something like that, just in case it's coming in a week late. That's kind of what's going on. I've got people on the wait list that are impatiently waiting, some patiently waiting. So either way, seems like we're going to have at least 26 people at retreat. I don't know if I even posted in here. We're also doing, if I mentioned that I've signed contracts for both retreat and signed a contract, we're going to also do a bus trip to Missouri Star Quilt Company. So those contracts have been signed. I've seen where both of my checks for deposits have been deposited. So both of those companies have received my checks in the mail. So I'm looking forward to what's to happen next. So once I get through the November deadline, I'm going to go on a sabbatical with retreat until January, when it's time for people to start making their next payments. So I've got it set up where you can do it in 4 payments. And I've had a couple people ask me if they could pay it all at one time. You can. If you're looking for a single room, you probably need to wait, because I don't have single rooms for everybody. It seems like everybody is wanting a single room, and it's going to go to the people that were on the list first as an option if they want a single room. So if those rooms are taken, I'm just putting them in the order of you being placed on the retreat list. So if you were last getting into retreat, it's a strong possibility that you're going to have to share a room with somebody. I can't magically put 26 people into single rooms when I've only got 10 single rooms. So, and I'm trying to be fair about the process. I'm not going to do a whoever paid first gets the room first. And that's because of some people can pay electronically, some people can't. When you put stuff in the postal, if I told everybody it had to be postmarked, the post office is making such a mess of mail that that's not going to work either. So I had to find a system for me that I felt was fair. So that's kind of where we are with the rooms right now. Well, let me go back and see who else has come in. Maxie Doodle says, Jean Truelove has a video, origami slotchy bag, and says she's on YouTube. Okay, and I don't know, I'm hoping that it's simple. I'm not looking for one that's quilted. because I think what I'm going to do so that it lasts a little longer is I'm going to make the outer portion of it in denim. Use some recycled denim. I'm hoping I can use that, and then hoping that I can get that to come through. And and I don't even know if I really want to do that, because I think I need to make one with 2 pieces of regular cotton first, because I may have to pull it all through the strap. So we'll see. But thank you for that, Maxi Doodle. Francis Jackson, I can't remember if I read it, says hi T&T Quilters, just making sure. And put my information and deposit in the mail today. That's from Maxi Doodle. Judy Smith says hi T and all. Lila says, T, do you still have the tie-dye t-shirts? If so, I like the biggest size you have. I think that's XL, but 2XL would be great. I don't have any of the tie-dye shirts in stock because I ordered them specifically for the order. But Leela, send me an email, and what I do is when I make a list, if I'm having to order shirts later on, I was telling people last Saturday that the t-shirts have gone up, so I'm trying to use what's in stock. So that I don't have to go up on prices on my, I'm gonna have to go up on prices next time I for sure order, but I'm gonna have, shirts are gonna have to go up, and I'm not sure what these shirts cost now if things have gone up. So that's the issue that I'm having with t-shirts right now. And we all know that they hadn't gone up this whole time during COVID, and they just went up this month, the first of the month of October. So yeah. Kraft says, I'm confused. Who is going and who is on the wait list, because I can pay in full now? If you're on the wait list, you're on the wait list. If the people who you got a notice telling you if you were one of the 26, and you got a notice saying that you were on the wait list. So look at your email and see which one you are. That's what it is. Just because only 3 people have paid their money as of this date, it's not due until November 12th. So some people are on fixed incomes, and so they may not get their money until the first of the month. So it just depends on when they're paying. But they're there. There is no confusion. Trust me, there is no confusion. Nisima says, emailed you a video of the bag being turned by the lining, and the strap is connected at the end. Okay, and that's what that's the problem with this bag, is that the strap is done at the end. And so you machine sew the front part a little bit as far as you can get in here. And you got to remember, this is little small strap here, okay? And then on the underside, you finish sewing it by hand. And I think because when she puts the weight in here, that it's coming apart at the handle. It is coming apart all over, because whoever made this one, it's donation, so I'm not like talking about it, but they use a larger stitch length too, so it's coming apart in quite a few places. But I was trying to find one. I thought I remember seeing a pattern where you stitched the handles, but then you had to end up turning it some kind of way through the handle. And that's kind of what I'm looking for. If I can find that, I would be great. That would be great. But I'm struggling right now with that part. And thank you, Nisima, for that. I appreciate that. So I can look that up when I'm done. Mary says, finally made it after 2 bowls of potato soup. Yes, I got to make that. Vanessa Brown says, hi T&T Quilters, working on my Underground Railroad blocks for my Gill sew along. That's a fun quilt. I like that quilt. Phyllis G says, hi T and everyone. Deborah says, I thought I was on the wait list, but did not receive a notice. Am I on the wait list? Can you check? No, I can't check. Email me, Deborah, because your name is on the list, and I thought you were on the wait list when we only had 18 spots. When it opened up to 26 spots, I thought your name was not on the wait list. I did send you an email because I sent everybody that was in the top 126 an email. But if you didn't get it, or if it got lost in the spam world, send me a note, and I'll send you another one tonight, and make sure you get it. And And Nisima says, no, it's all done by machine. I have made it. So, and it's very simple. Thank you. If it's all made by machine, that's what I want, because I want to make sure that when she hangs this off that chair with whatever she's putting in here, it's got to be very heavy stuff. You know, and when you're moving around, swinging your chair, moving, this bag is constantly moving. So I'm looking for something where that handle is all done by machine. So that would be awesome. So I'm looking forward to getting that as well. And I'm working with a temporary phone for right now. I do have my other phone, but I went to go change phone plans, and the phone that I want is not, they had to order it, so I don't have it. So I'm temporarily using this phone, and then I'll be back with a different phone, hopefully. They told me it was gonna, when I ordered the phone or agreed to the order of the phone, they told me that it was going to be Thursday or Friday of this week. And then when I get the order in the mail, you know, the paperwork for the phone order, it says that it's not coming until November 16th through the 30th. Okay. So I go, okay, maybe I need to go buy a phone case for this phone. So if I do something with it longer than that, I don't want to be worried about dropping the phone. So yeah, phones are us in technology, right? Okay, Deborah, she says she's going to check her spam folder and send an email. So great. That'll be awesome. And then if you send me one back, maybe I can attach some stuff to it. But Joyce Baker says, hi, T&T Quilters. Mary says, Tia, what phone are you getting? I'm a Samsung Android girl. So I'm getting the Samsung S21. Right now I'm using the Samsung A32. And it's the coloring is a little bit different on this phone. I don't feel like it's the greatest with the graphics card or something. It's got all these different cameras up here, which I find completely unnecessary. It's got 3 cameras and something that does depth of field. It's too much. And then it's not even that great. People say the camera is okay. I just personally don't like the phone because I've been trying to play a couple of games on it, and it's stuff is like jumping across the screen. When I move a little bit, it jumps all the way to the end. So nope, not happy with this temporary phone. So yeah, so what I'm doing today is finishing off this customer's quilt. I had a customer, I don't want to lose this either, put that up there, but I have a customer who made her own t-shirt quilt. And normally, you know, I do quilt for other people. But this lady, I think she must have been a sewer. So, because I could see she was struggling, like, how to make stuff fit to size. It's all flat, which is a good thing. So she was a good seamstress. It was just that when it came time to trying to figure out how to get stuff to size, she didn't backstitch on the edges. So stuff was starting to come apart in some particular edges. I think once she got this quilt top, the top part of it done, and it's about 65 inches, somewhere in that neighborhood, square. I think she was tired of this quilt. So somebody referred her to me, and she asked me if I would finish the quilt for her. And then asked me to quilt it. And then as we kept talking, she goes, is there by any chance any way you could finish the whole thing? I said, yeah, I do that. So now I'm finishing off the whole thing. So I'm one of those people, I don't like flipping binding from the back to the front, and that's because I like to square my quilts up and make sure that they're square. So she's using the same fabric on the back for binding. So once I got her quilt off my frame, I squared everything up and then put the binding on the back, and I'm still bringing it to the front. So on the front, she's going to have this black fabric as well for the binding. Just trying to get a piece folded down. So it'll look like that when it's all stitched out. I got strings everywhere. So it'll be something like that. So that's what I'm working on, trying to get this last step done so I can get this back to her. I've only had it for a couple of weeks, but we all know it's coming up around the holidays. So I'm trying to keep up on customer orders and getting stuff in and out as fast as I can, so I can also hopefully work on some of my own stuff too. But we shall see. There we go. So, just making sure nothing was coming through. So first thing I got to do though is thread the machine because I'm using black thread. I already have black in my bobbin because I ran out of top thread. So I already put the black in the bobbin while I was sewing the binding to the back of the quilt. And I can't see my phone. Hold on. Let's see if I can prop it up. Oh, Mary's talking to Tiff. Okay. So yeah, so nothing fantastic is going on. I don't have anything to share. I think I shared everything from my weekend on Saturday. I did go line dancing yesterday. I had not been in a while. Like with me not teaching class, I'm talking about as a participant. We have line dance classes all over the area in St. Louis area, and then we also have where we do dances. So I went to a dance they had a class, but it was also a dance. It's a 3-hour session. They teach for about 45 minutes. And then they just play songs after that. And if you know the songs, you dance. If you don't know the songs, like me, I forgot a lot of the dances because I haven't been line dancing with the mass in a long time. It's been about 2 years now could be 3 since I've line danced. So, yeah, with the group. So I haven't been to any of their classes to know what they're teaching because each class teach different dances. So you don't know until you get to the parties what's going to be played. Oops, I want this bigger. I don't know why it went down. I must have did that when I sewed those binding connections. Want that a little bit bigger. The nice thing about putting it on the back and bringing it to the front, I don't have to worry about what the back looks like. Normally when you put it on the front and take it to the back and do it by machine, you worried about staying in the ditch, making sure you catch the back end. So here I can just stitch. It's pretty cool. Let me see what it looks like. Make sure I'm liking it. I mean, this black is something that frays terrible. Craft with Love says, T, I checked my email and it says I'm receiving this email. That means I'm on the wait list. Is it possible that the next one you do can have at least 30 people? We were very fortunate this year that we were able to get 26 people. We were stuck at 18. And that's because somebody else had a retreat there as well. They even had the space that we've been moved to, and they're not going to do it because they canceled their retreat. So what happened was we were able to get some extra rooms, and I was able to get the bigger area for us to meet in. It's funny because I can move it up to 30 people if, but nobody wants to be doubled with anybody. So I can't get single rooms. So I'm in a pinch 22 no matter which way I look at it. I can't satisfy everybody. Eventually, some people are going to have to share some rooms. I got 8 double rooms that are going to have to be filled. So that's 16 people that are going to have to be double. Now, I've got local friends and people that I know who don't mind sharing a room. So I've got like 4 of the double rooms already booked. But, it's a catch-22. I go up to 30, and then those next 4 people are going to come to me and say, can I have a single room? I can't please everybody in everything. So I don't know what the solution is. The lady recommended 26 people in the room max for quilters, so that it's not jam-packed full of people. And I have been in that room with 30 to 32 people. And I'm going to tell you that the corner tables are always bad spots. And every time I go, that seems to be where I'm put, is at the corner table. One corner table that I normally get is one where it's close to the kitchen. So everybody that's going over to the sink is coming into, weaving their way around my work area. And then the other time I was sitting at the area close to the stage. And then people going up on the stage was coming into my work area. So there is no solution, really. It's just is what it is. And I can see where those tables don't need to be there because they are in the way. And yes, we will be using the stage because that's where they have a lot of the design boards are placed up there where you can go put stuff up. So we will be using the stage, especially when I'm teaching the stack and whack class. Stuff will be put up there for that. So that's when I plan to use the stage. So I don't know what the solution is. I thought I was doing pretty good with getting more spots. We got 8 extra spots. I like to backstitch my corners. I stitch them down too. I don't like the corners sticking up. You know, it's weird how we all have our little pet peeve things in sewing, quilting that we do. I even do that when I hand stitch them. I make sure that my front and back are stitched down. Now, most of the time, I can't get the front and back to line up on the machine, but at least I got it down on the front. Let's see. People got any more questions? I checked. Okay. Hi, Remo. She says, good evening. I need to set my alarm for babysitting in the morning. I think that's what my daughter was calling on the phone. I think she's ready to bring her dog. I'm watching her dog for the weekend. Ooh, wee. June says, but it's all I've done this week. Doctor's appointments tomorrow, and I don't, but there are 7 normal. Mary says, I think you do great, Etty, and you can go crazy pleasing people. I don't mind sharing a room. I won't be in a room because I stay up very late sewing, so it would be like they have a room to themselves, laughing out loud. That's Craft with Love. Remo says, I want to thank you, Miss T, and Quilters. You have saved me from losing my mind. We are still going and praying. Thank you. Yes, I know, girl, your whole family's been going through it. So my son is a truck driver, but with the rain, he hauls fuel, so he is home at night. Sister-in-law has to be at work. I live 45 minutes from them, so we all get good. I got a net in here. The Quilted Poodle says, hi, T and everyone. What is the width of your binding? I'm the traditionalist. I just go ahead and cut 2.5 inches. Unless I'm doing like a curve binding, then that's where I would tend to make it smaller. But otherwise, I do 2.5 just to make it easy. I'm just thankful that I'm able to go while we are there. I would like to pick your brain about the Butler system. Oh, Lord. Now, I don't know if Quilt Retreat is going to be the time. You got to remember, I'm coordinating retreat. And so it's going to be 24 minus myself. Other people trying to get my attention too. So, and I've also got to be talking to the retreat people. So I don't know if retreat's a good time to pick my brain about much. I don't know how patient I'm going to be about that. But if we're just talking in general, yeah. But I can't answer any specifics about Butler at a retreat. Y'all know how I forget stuff, can't remember. I have one thing on my brain. When I get to that retreat, I'm going to have retreat on the brain. So that's what's going to be happening at retreat is retreat. But if any other conversations come around, that's great. You got to remember, I'm teaching a class as well, so I'm going to be thinking about that kind of stuff as well. I got programs and things I'm going to be coordinating. It's always something for the coordinator to do at a retreat. So I may not have time at a retreat to just sit down. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to sew myself. I'm hoping I can, but we'll see. This is a different type of retreat when you're the coordinator. And you also got to remember, a lot of people from out of town, a lot of people are going to be trying to get to know each other, which we will do a welcome, something like that on Tuesday night, so everybody know who everybody is. We'll do some kind of welcome introduction thing, so that will be cool. Okay, my thread broke or what? It just stopped. I got thread in here, but it broke. It's absolutely correct. I gotta cut the bobbin though. I don't even see the other part of this thread to pull it out the front. Oh, Lord. Oh, and it's a lot coming out the bottom. It didn't even break. It's a lot coming out the bottom. So we'll see how much communication and sewing and stuff I get done at retreat. I'd rather just get to know people, especially the out-of-towners, because it's not like, it's not like I'll get to see them anytime soon. So I'd rather get to know people, mingle a little bit with people. That's my goal for retreat. Okay, Sue. Trimming blocks while listening. That's from Cheryl Knuckles. Hi, Cheryl. And she's saying just general stuff is fine. And don't make her slap happy, Sue. That's from June. Yeah, honey. I'm probably not going to have much sleep, because I'm probably going to have to be up late in order to sew anything myself. I plan to stay up late Tuesday night, even after I do all of this work of doing setup. Deborah and I are going to be tired, but I'm going to stay up anyway. And then I'm planning on sleeping on the bus to Missouri Star the next day, okay? T, did you do a video on the border star for the 4-star general revisit? I don't know what I've done, but I know I've done picture tutorial over there on it in the group. I can't remember if I've done a video. June says, like how you quilted your quilt you're working on. Thank you, June. It's the herringbone panto. It's actually my favorite for t-shirt quilts, or one of my favorites for t-shirt quilts. I actually purchased it to use on t-shirt quilts. A lot of people use meandering on their t-shirt quilts, and I just think with something that's so unique, I like to have something that's a little bit different than meandering when it comes to quilting, because every t-shirt quilt is unique. And so I didn't want to do meandering and have it be quilted like the mass quilts are quilted. So I used this instead. And I gave the customer like meandering, this, some spirals. I gave her 4. I can't remember what the last one was, but she picked this one. So that's what we're using. She saw my vision. I also sent her like pictures because like I said, she's not a quilter, she's a sewer. And so I also sent her pictures of finished quilts with the various designs on them. Now, I don't think I even had one with meandering, but I sent her with the other choices that I sent her. Because I don't think I've ever meandered a t-shirt quilt. I don't think. Stephanie of Memoirs of a Longarm Quilter says, hey T and everyone, happy Wednesday. Sorry, been M&A. A lot going on here at home. Yes, I fully understand that. I figure something going on. Craft with Love says, oh, talking to Remo. Sheila Willis says, good evening T and all quilters. Hi Sheila. Cynthia Field says, hi T and fellow quilters. Hi Cynthia. Trying to make sure I get down to this bottom. Yep. It's a lot going on. And I had finished quilts and I put the quilts in my car. Do you know, I had emailed the lady to tell her that her quilts were ready and I didn't hear back from her. And then I was like, well, that's weird. I didn't hear back from her the same day. So apparently she emailed me like early in the morning. Well, in the interim, I've gotten like 200 or 300 emails and I missed her email that she sent back on Monday. And I had forgot all about her stuff because I had put it in my car already. It's in the back of my car waiting for pickup. It's like, girl, you need to collect some money. I'm up here spending money. Did I tell you all that I couldn't? The reason why we haven't been having any long arm videos is because I put my GoPro in a special place. Yeah. So I've been looking for that GoPro, not like looking, but I've looked everywhere that it like could be or should be. So I must have put that thing somewhere. I remember taking it apart and saying I was going to use it outside the house. I charged it and everything. So I went and looked at all the charging ports. I've looked in every surge protector where I would charge and wouldn't charge stuff. And do you know I still can't find this GoPro? I don't know where I put it. I've looked in luggage to see if maybe I had left it in luggage. Normally when I go on trips, I put all my electronics in one thing, which is my iPad carrier. And it's not in there either. So I don't know where I put in this special place my GoPro. However, I have consoled myself. When I bought the GoPro, I bought the cheapest one that they had in 2016 because I didn't know if it was even going to work for my long arm. So I didn't know if I would be able to use it, if it would be sufficient. So I bought the cheapest one. It was cheap. So now I've got their top of the line, the last one they got out, and they had a good sale on it. So I went ahead and bought me one. So now I got me a GoPro again. It came today. I just got to figure out how to use it now. But I do like it because I can operate it from my phone, which is nice. I don't have to worry about going over to I just got to cut it on and then I can use my phone to tell it to record and when to stop, which is nice. I'm going to like that. But yeah, my special places are a hot mess. Whoops. Started coming back. I'm getting messages up here from Messenger telling me that I missed some stuff on Messenger. It's like, go away. That I haven't read some stuff on Messenger yet. It's like, I didn't ask for that. Go away. Okay. I want to put this in a particular spot. Make sure it's right. So yeah, I'm always having these special places, and these special places come and bite me in the butt every time. And Tiffany is saying, "Oh no, T, I have a feeling you will find it when you're not looking." Yeah, and I haven't even like really been on the hunt for it. Like I've been ignoring it for like a couple of months now. When I realized that whatever I did with it, I didn't even use it whenever I decided I was going to use it on the trip I was going on. Didn't even use it. And then I can't find where it's at. And I've checked everything. So, and it's, GoPros are little bitty things too. I don't know if you all know what a GoPro camera looks like, but it's a little small thing. So it's kind of hard to find if it's not in its right place. Especially now that you got a new one, yeah. But I don't care because I'm loving this new one. And like I said, they had a good sale on it. I think I'm going to do an affiliate with GoPro as well because I use them enough. And maybe I'll do a video of how I use my GoPro. Maybe I'll do that. Because I know when I first started doing long arm videos, I asked somebody real popular that does videos, how were they recording on their long arm? And they didn't even respond, okay? Wouldn't even respond. I'm like, whoa. Like, goodness gracious. So I basically figured it out for myself. And that's why I bought the cheapest GoPro, because I didn't want to. A GoPro is a camera it's an action camera for people that don't know what it is. And you can use it underwater. It has like, it's in a water seal case. But if you're recording on long arm, you can also buy other cases that you can put on it so that you can have the noise from the machine come through. So I'm going to test it because I haven't gotten any accessories yet for this new one. And it's totally different than my other one. So I'm going to have to buy some new accessories for it. But you can also put it on your head if you're riding a bike, or put it on your chest if you want people to see if you're out walking. So it's one of those, it's for action people that are doing stuff and you want to record it. If you're on a amusement ride and you want people to see how the ride goes, although now they're banning cameras on rides like that. But that's what people did with it a lot. So it's for filming action normally. So my long arm moving is action. So that's what I use it for. And it doesn't get blurry because the machine is moving. That's the other thing. You want to make sure you have a camera where it's not going to be blurry when you're sewing as well. And Remo talking about, I have the newest one still in package. Girl, mine's came today. I opened that sucker up. I got it on the charger. I got my app downloaded even on my temporary phone, okay? And so I got the app there. I've got what else did I? Oh, I got the batteries charging. So I even got it hooked up on my machine. I got the SIM card in and everything. I'm ready to go. Just my batteries came in at like 40%. And so since I wasn't quilting today, because I just took this off yesterday, I finished this. So I was like, let me go ahead and charge. And I got 2 batteries so that I can I used to have a problem where I was taping and I would run out of battery, and then I had like an extended life battery, and I should have just got a regular battery because when I used extended life battery, I have to use a different case. And so it was always a pain in the butt. So whenever the power went out, we just were finished with long arming on that day. So now I got 2 batteries. I'm happy about that. So the woes of YouTube. Melissa LePage is here. Oh, I didn't know you had asked some channels. She says, haha, T, I asked some big channels too. Nobody responded to me either, and I found my own way by trial and error, and I mount my phone, and it worked. Yeah, but I do like my phone and stuff, but it's like so much be going on that phone that I be trying to keep. I'm one of those people. I'm a little bit different. Like a lot of people use their phone for everything. I have hardly ever recorded a video on my phone. I always use my cameras to record on. It's just sometimes when I'm out, you lose power on your phone when you're videotaping and stuff like that. So I've just been in a habit of having I use my car navigation instead of Google Maps. So I'm just one of those people. I just use the technology for what it is. I know the phones can do everything though, but that's pretty cool. But the phone is really big too. So that's another reason that I like having the GoPro. So I'm going to see if I can figure out how to get a mount on this Bernina. So when I'm piecing, like when I'm making some of my piecing videos, it's a little bit better here as well. So that's my next move is when I start piecing videos again that I can sew and the camera is right here but not in my way, and that's what I got to figure out. That's the hard part. You got to put a camera somewhere where you can still see. Stephanie says, T, I reached out to other long arm quilters and asked the same thing and got the same reply, laughing out loud. I have a Dragon Touch 4 GoPro. It's a GoPro dupe. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Sue says, I think long arming is as action-packed as I get. You got that right. T, my heart is a tiny bit hurt to know that I won't be at retreat because it's full. I started packing, acting like the dog on the Subaru commercial. I'm going to retreat, laughing out loud. And it's still a possibility because I haven't heard from everybody that's in the top 26. Like some people have said, I'm coming. And I haven't heard from some people that haven't said that they aren't coming or not. So I can only send emails out. If you're on retreat list and you didn't get an email, better check your spam. Because I'm not going to be responsible when November 12th rolls around and your spot's given to somebody else on the wait list. Because I've signed contracts and I've got to get 26 bodies in these seats. So, but hopefully we'll see what happens. Like I had about 44 people at one point. I think I'm at 36 people right now. I think that's where I'm at. Love my GoPro. Used to use my phone to record my long arm. Now I use GoPro. What articulating arm do you use? I get a little vibration when the machine is moving. Now, I'm wondering, I don't know, because I'm using just the basic arms on the GoPro. I got my new one hooked up to I still have my slot that you put it on. So I'm using the basic GoPro thing that came out the container. So I haven't done any videoing because like I said, I was waiting on the batteries to fully charge because I want to see how long can I sew before it runs out. You need to know that too if you're working on something. So that's what I'm just going to record something that I'm not even going to post the next time I quilt, just to test how long the battery lasts. But when I do that test, I'll make sure. But I don't recall my other videos vibrating. So that's weird. I have to look into that. And I'm hoping it's not going to be a problem on the new one. I did notice that this new one has a different mount, a different way to mount. And I can't even find my old one to compare it, okay? But it does have a different mounting because it's got a screw-on thing. My other one did not have a screw-on. The big screw-on thing. I don't remember that on the other one, but I can't find it, so who knows? But I'll do some tests and see. The customer put a note on here telling me that she wanted her backing to the top of the quilt. So I've left the note on there so she knows that I done what she told me to do. I always leave, if they put notes on their stuff, leave those notes on it when I give it back. I just quilt that area. When I go to quilt that area, I take it off. And then once I finish it, I put that note right back on where they said. So the note's right here. So it's not my fault when things don't go right. And I'm still talking. It's 8:02. Let's see. I don't know why somebody wouldn't use you because you don't do computerization. I don't think any of my clients have even asked me if I have computerization. I used to use just regular Pantos and freehand, so I don't know. I used to let people, when I did Pantos and even my freehand, that's why I have a freehand sample. I would let people choose from that, Tiffany. Just make one on muslin, the stuff that you do freehand if you don't do Pantos. But then I also had my directory I did of Pantos in my Excel. And so I could just send people a PDF of that file and they can pick their designs as well. My son got a new truck with a GoPro holder. So I got him one for his birthday and I haven't seen it since. You haven't seen the GoPro? Shouldn't it be in the truck? I don't know. Claudette Bettis says, hello, T and everyone. Hi, Claudette. Judy Smith says, good night, all. Good night, Judy. See you next time. Memoir says they have double-sided stickers like the command stickers that will hold your GoPro to your machine. Yeah, that's what I have holding mine. It's been holding mine up there, my connector piece, since 2016. So 5 years or more, almost 6. Melissa says, Tiffany, I thought it was you that T reached out to for camera advice. I was trying to be funny. No, I think I was doing videos on Longhorn before that, but before Tiffany was doing it, or I was aware of Tiffany. But no, I'm talking about big YouTubers with large subscriber base. I'm not talking about that type of thing. It's amazing to me what people have fear of another channel, and you're not even trying to do that. Well, I'm not. I don't know what other people are doing, but Teajuana is not trying to take anybody's place on the internet. Tiffany says she has a fake GoPro. It was horrible video quality. Good thing it didn't cost much. My son uses this as a dash cam now. Yes, that's about all it was good for. And that's what I thought I was going to end up using my other GoPro for. So if I ever find it, it would be great. Like when I'm going on retreat, I can take some pictures of the highway instead of me holding my regular camera trying to drive. So yeah, that's what I really want to do with the other one whenever I come across it. Good night, Deborah. She says, good night, everyone. I purchased a Canon EOS Rebel T7 from HSN over the summer and haven't used it yet. Just uncomfortable thinking I might mess something up on it. Girl, you better use that camera. Especially, you should have used it but when you first got it so you could have taken it back, sent it back if you didn't like it. I always take my stuff out because you got so many days that you can return stuff with no problems and get a full refund sometimes, minus a small restocking fee, especially if you're spending a lot of money on it. So I always use anything that I purchase, like that's equipment wise, I try to get it out and use it right away. And she says, I never make samples because I don't do pantos often, if ever. I don't make samples of my pantos. I make samples of my hand guided stuff. My pantos are photos in an Excel spreadsheet. That's what I sent to them for the if they want to choose pantos. I still have hand guided sample that I can send people or let them look at if they want to choose one of my hand guided designs. And sometimes I would even mix 2 or 3 of them together. I would tell them that too, that, you know, some of these can be mixed together, that I can do more than one of them. It just depends. Like I would do stars and loops, and then I might add a curl with a humpback on it. You know, stuff that would be okay putting all 3 of them together. So it just depends. Speaking of machines, I've decided I want the Bernina Q770. Now to figure out how to get it. That's Lynette. Yes, hunty. Erling Butler is here saying hi, tea and quilters. And Maxie Doodle says, hope you get it. That's right. You know, anything that I wanted, I just started putting my money aside for. It's not going to happen otherwise. I found that out. Now, some people are fortunate that things come to them, but I don't sit around and wait too long for stuff to come to me. I go out and make it happen. T, I like when you say your name. It sounds like a delicious drink, laughing out loud. Yes. So yes, I'm on here overtime. So I'm just staying in here while I'm sewing. If you all want to leave, you're more than welcome to. I'm just going to finish off this quilt and I'll be chatting in the middle. I think I have, let's see, this side I'm working on. I'm about, like I said, this quilt's not that big, about 65 at the most. I'm almost in the middle. Well, sort of, kind of. Almost in the middle. And then I've got to go down the side that I started on. About in the middle. I'm trying to look at it all bent up, you know. It's all folded up in this little small area, but this is what I do. You got to do what you got to do, right? And then when I take it off of here, it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow, so I may end up holding on to her quilt for a little bit longer because I won't be able to photograph it. So I may have to wait till Friday, but I'm going to try to get her quilt back by Sunday for sure. Sunday will make me having this 2 weeks. And I had 3 other quilts that were in front of it, so. So I'm not trying to keep anybody's quilts in my house long periods of time this time of year. Trying to get them done as quick as I can. I normally do a 30-day turnaround. Oh, this is where my thread broke. It's amazing how quilters, being sewers and stuff like that, we see the smallest thing. There was nothing wrong with it, but I saw just something a little off. And it was the tail of the thread. Barely noticeable, but now it's gone. Sewers notice everything. When I go buy clothing out the store, it's like I'm turning stuff inside out, making sure that the clothes are made right, making sure plaids match. It's like I refuse to buy any plaid that is not matching as it goes across here or my butt. So, yeah. It's amazing how you look at stuff differently. I wonder where Miss Ellen Campbell is. She's not here tonight. Back up. Turn. Now we're on the last side. Last and final turn. You already got the Bernina covering me up. Now we got a quilt. Y'all, I've got to go and get some rest here. I will be getting up with tomorrow. Via email. Y'all be blessed and have a great night. Good night. Thank you so much, Stephanie. Let's go back and see where I left off, making sure. Let's go back. I'm gotta go back. Sue says I have 5 or 6 machines I can bring to retreat for those who are flying in that are vintage. Helena Carter says hi tea and quilters. Cheryl says my daughter bought me a Brother PQ 1500 SL for Mother's Day. That's pretty cool. I don't know what it is, but it sounds impressive. I haven't been really up on machines like I used to be, especially when I know I'm not in the market for purchasing anything. And if I was going to purchase anything, it probably would be an industrial machine just for piecing. But that would be the only thing that I would purchase if I was buying anything. And that would be a Janome or a Foth. And Lynette says she's going to sign up for newsletters and she'll take any sale. That's another thing, too, to know when the sales are happening on them. June says it has rained all day today, so hope by morning it will be done. And Tiffany says, I look at everything differently, too. Yep. I did let my son-in-law test it for me, but I did not. But I have done anything with it. He loved it. He said it's really nice camera, so that is the only reason I kept it. Okay, I plan to try to take pictures this week's end. Yeah. So if somebody tested it, then that's good. June says that, oh, Ellen was on earlier today. Hope everything is okay with her. She is so cute. That's good. I've been so busy working, and then I was I've been online trying to find a slouch pattern. And so Nisima, thank you so much for sending what you send, because I've been trying to find something that's similar. I've gone ahead and made my own pattern because I couldn't find the pattern, but I wanted to see how people were piecing it anyway. So I got a couple of them that I downloaded, so I'm going to be kind of comparing everything. I'm just cutting fabric and listening. That's Diane 57. Deborah says, I want to get the AccuQuilt Go. I think it will be a Christmas gift to myself. And make sure, this time of year, you should always be getting something off on the AccuQuilt Go. Don't ever buy it this time of year at regular price, because they're always got them on sale with something added that's going to make it a great buy. So just keep that in mind. And also use my link that's in any of my videos when they're uploaded. So I appreciate that too. A lot of people have been using my link. Somebody purchased the Ultimate Go Kit or whatever that is. That's like almost $6,000 worth of stuff. And then they had it on sale for like $4,000 and some dollars. And then they had a sale that they had for 40% off. They ended up buying that Ultimate Go set and got everything for just a little over $2,000, almost $6,000 worth of product. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow. Now, if I had not had all of this stuff in my arsenal of Go stuff already, because I got about 85% of what AccuQuilt sells, I would have definitely made that purchase. That was a great buy. She got off on that one. And Remo is saying today is 30% off on Go. And Tiffany is saying, me too, T. My next machine will be an industrial machine. Yep. Yes, ma'am. Because I don't really need another regular machine. And I don't know if I'm ever going to buy a new embroidery machine, like new. I don't mind buying great products, but I just think it's ridiculous that they're wanting almost $20,000 for new, like top of the line machines like this and this. I'm never doing that again. So I have my last two purchases here. Anything goes wrong with either one of these two machines, I will be buying a used machine, but not the top of the line brand new machine. That's my goal. I'm going to get what somebody else don't want. I'm going to hear about somebody selling their machine or getting a new one. I'm going to go sell it to me. Don't trade it. That's what I'm going to do. And Sandra says, wow, great AccuQuilt buy. Yeah, and that Ultimate set had the 2.5-inch strip die. It had the Flying Geese die. And then it had every size of cube except for the 4-inch included, because I think when they made that bundle, the 4-inch wasn't out, and it's, it just came out, and they still consider it a new thing. So they haven't included it in the bundle yet. But everything is in there except for the 4-inch cube set, the whole set. Like when you go up to 6-inch, she's got mix and match, corners, and angles. 8, 9, 10, 12, all the way up. That was a lot of dies. I couldn't believe that she got all of that for $2,000. I was like, oh my gosh. And the only reason it went over $2,000 is because AccuQuilt charges tax. Well, they charge tax on Missouri purchases, and I'm assuming that they charge tax on hers. So I don't know. I think everybody pays tax to AccuQuilt, if I'm not mistaken. Wash Your Hands says, there's a place for line dancing in my neighborhood too. One side is the classes and then the dances after the class. The other side is a bar, and they serve food too. It's real nice. Yes, and that's pretty cool. So line dancing is different by each region too, what everybody is teaching. Even here locally, different people are teaching different stuff, and if you're not kind of talking to each other, you don't know what the other one is teaching. You just kind of see it when it comes up from when you see it come up when we're doing the dances, and then you notice that only that class is doing the dance and everybody else is trying to catch a step or two, because that's kind of what I did last night. I knew some of the dances that he played because they were classic dances, and then the dances that I did not know, I was like, okay, I'm going to catch me some of this. So I just get in the back. I tell my students, if you don't know a dance, you get in the back. You don't get in the front and don't know what you're doing. If you don't know a dance, you get in the back. And technically, I just stayed in the back. I don't have to be up in the front. I just stayed in the back anyway. So I enjoyed line dancing. Trying to make sure. I think I missed like 1/4 of an inch, but I think it'll be okay. I'll go back and top stitch that part down. I think I did some weaving over here. I was dunking and weaving. Okay, I got to go back to here. Right where my hand was. My hand just happened to be covering the spot. Almost finished, and then I'll fix that one little section right here. And it feels great when you get stuff done. Off my to-do list. And go back up here and get this spot. I don't like any spots open because I think she's going to use this as a sofa quilt when they're watching television and stuff like that. I think it's for her son, but that's what it's made for. And so I don't want any toes or anything to get up under this stitching. So that's why I'm not going to leave that 1/4 inch out. Okay, now I want to trim all these threads. Front and back. Let's see. It's right here. I can't even see the black thread on the back. I had to go to the front and find the tail. All right, so I'm done. So this is great. Now all I got to do is get a lint roller and get all my extra threads off of it. So I'll just toss it over there to go back to my long arm table. Let's see. Oh, wow. Maxie Doodle says no tax on mine to Florida. Oh my gosh. Well, I pay taxes all the time here from Missouri to AccuQuilt. Lynette says the t-shirt quilt is on my bucket list. That's awesome. I love t-shirt quilts. I love them because of the memory of what's going on from the shirts. And Maxie Doodle also says that was an amazing deal. Yes, it was. Craft with Love says, I don't know who they're talking about, so I'm going to skip that. Sandra says, T, does your hubby line dance with you? No, my husband doesn't dance at all. We used to roller skate together, and he was just never comfortable with roller skating. And so we both stopped. I went for a long time after he quit because I was like, there's no need in torturing him to go if he's not enjoying it. So, but I would love to go back roller skating. I actually love roller skating. Deborah says, my line dance put the new people in the front with the instructor. Well, when I'm teaching, sometimes I will do that, but when you're actually dancing the dance, it's not a great idea to put the people in the front because they're going to get ran over. So I try to tell them when you're actually in class, it's a good thing to be up front, but when when we're actually doing the dance, I tell people whenever you go to a line dance party, just go to the back because people dance a lot differently at a party than they do when they're at class. They put their own spins and takes on things. They add and turns and when you're supposed to move and you forget you're supposed to move, you're gonna have people running into you from the back. So it's just different things going on with that. When I'm teaching, yes, but not at a party. Cynthia says, hello, T and fellow quilters. I made it. Hello, Cynthia Dixon. And Tiffany is welcoming everybody that's coming in. Phyllis G says, I love line dancing too. So much fun. Yes. Cheryl says, good night, everyone. Has to get mom to bed, and thank you. So we're not going to be on here much longer. I think I'm just going to do 8:30 and get off. So we're at 7 minutes, people. Tiff says, I can't line dance. My legs get weak, and I trip over my feet. And that's what happens when I get tired. Like sometimes I get so silly where I won't get off the floor because they keep playing all my favorite songs. And then it's like, girl, you need to go sit down. And then as soon as I get to the seat, they play another one. I'm like, oh my goodness, here we go. But yeah, but if your legs are tired, it's kind of hard to do line dancing because they want to do what they want to do. Quilter Poodle says, I love roller skating, but I'm afraid of breaking something. Laughing out loud. I love to dance, line dancing, and Chicago stepping. Yes. And a lot of the line dancing have some stepping in it. Some of them do. I enjoy roller skating too, but that was many years ago. Laughing out loud, T. We were born the same year, and I haven't skated in 30 plus years. Now, it's only probably been about maybe 7 years, because I've been since I retired. So it's been less than 7 years. It's been around 5 to 6 years, because I used to have a friend we used to go, and I don't know if there's a Zoom on Sunday, so we'll have to wait for Eric to post it. Eric still does the Zoom meetings for right now. And I may have to talk to him because I don't want him to be obligated to do the Zooms if his own channel is, getting big and branching out too. But I appreciate Eric doing that. So I have to check with Eric just to make sure that he's still okay doing that. We've never had that discussion. But I'm hoping that we do have a Zoom meeting on Sunday. I'm trying to think what my weekend looks like. I know I got a meeting tomorrow. Drop off quilts on Friday. And I can't remember what I got to do for Saturday right now. But yeah. Tiff says, I used to roller skate with my kids years ago when they were small. And the funny thing is, when I went back like about 4 to 5 years ago roller skating, I really didn't forget anything. It was like I was just scared to do it. And you got to build up the strength back in your legs because roller skates are heavy. So, yeah. Good night until Saturday. Good night, Remo. Thank you so much for popping in. I appreciate that. So, yes. I can cut this machine off. And I can take this thread off because we're not going to be using black thread anymore. You know, I took my machine to the shop and I don't know what I did with my large thread cap. I looked in here thinking that I had put it in there, but it wasn't in there. And I know I didn't take it to the shop because I always take everything off except for my foot. I don't even take the power cord. I can put this up and get the thread out of the bobbin. So when I do come in here next time, I don't have black thread up here, right? Let's see. Tiff says that she'll be seeing Eric on the 5th. I'm excited to hang out with him. Now, that's going to be cool. Eric is a really cool person. You think, oops, I just lost the bobbin. You think he's funny in the chat. He is hilarious in person, and he's extremely nice. You're going to enjoy your time with him. I don't know where that went to. And it's black, so it's not going to show up. I got all this white stuff over here, but I don't see a speck of black. Tell you that. I got my Bernina case sitting here. This fell off of this machine. That's my catch bag, my thread bag. This was the fabric I was supposed to put on my on my quilt. Maybe I will be using that. Maybe I'll save it. Who knows? My quilt didn't turn out quite how I wanted it to turn out, so here it is. It was trying to hide. My quilt didn't turn out exactly how I wanted it to turn out, so I may be saving this fabric for another quilt that's worthy. This is Urban Jungle by Jason Yenter from In the Beginning Fabrics. I just love this fabric. Bought it to put on my 2020 Avalon block swaps where we did the crazy quilt blocks and put a black frame around them. This was going to be my setting fabric, but my blocks didn't turn out how I wanted them to. So, yeah, I had to end up adding a solid black to even everything up. So, yeah. I may not use that. The top is piece, but I don't have a border on it. Yeah. Put this in here. I did the twist and shout thing that I was telling you all about last week. So, but I got my fabric out of here. I forgot all about that. Fabric was down there, but I wasn't even looking for it because I knew I probably wasn't going to put it on there. We'll see. All right, so we're at 8:29. Let's see. Go ahead and get off of here. Let's see who has come in so we can tell them hi and bye. And Craft with Love says, I was agreeing with the person that shared the bag info that have a tutorial on it. Okay, and that was the one from Jean True Love. I'll watch it too. I'll watch it because I can watch it while I'm doing something else. Jim Bennett says, watched on television. Hi, everyone. Hi, Jim. Thank you so much. And he's saying hello. Judy says, just got home from work, so I can watch now, and then I have to watch the rest later. Have a good evening, everyone. Is that one of your special hiding places down there? Nope. My bobbin, you know, when you drop small stuff, this is what I got down here in this bag. Because I've been meaning to make this. I made a kid a college quilt, and I wanted to make him one of these big pop-up things. And I never did make it. You can't even see it. And so this is what's down there that I have never made. So I'm thinking I might make it for myself now. Because I've long since given him the college quilt like years ago, but I still got this here saying, don't forget to make this. And then the other thing that's down here, you want to know what's in my hiding spaces, is my light box. So I have it down. I don't have it up, but I use it sometimes. And so I always keep it handy and available. And then this is some more stuff that I got. I took this one out the bag. It's for the frames that goes into the large totes. So let me let you see that. So I don't have anywhere to like put this without it getting completely out of my face. So I'm thinking that if I keep it up close, maybe I'll do it. Well, it's been up close for a while now and I haven't done them yet. It's been years. I spend money on this stuff and I'm like, I'm going to make this when I get home, and I don't. And I didn't get one of these. I got one large and one medium, okay? This was from, I haven't had this one as long. It was from Apple Tree. When Kevin and I was in Columbia, Missouri, we went by Apple Tree and I bought those. They had them made up inside the totes and they were so cute. I'm like, I'm going to go home and make that, but it didn't happen. But I had a great time shopping for it. The fabric is beautiful. Thank you, Tiffany. Is that one of your special hiding places down there? Nope. Good night, all. Stay safe. That's Sandra. Good night, Sandra. Joyce Baker says, I'm going to bed, peeps. I was up with 2 crazy dogs last night. They slept all day, but I worked. See you again soon. That's funny. That's how they do. My brother says, good night, everyone. Stay safe. Maybe the thread cap is with the GoPro. No, they weren't taken apart. I remember taking that apart when I took it to the shop, and I thought I had put it in here. So I'm just going to, I was going right before I went live. So I'm going to go look in this area and see if my pieces are over here somewhere. But yeah, I just got to do some digging. Pop up like a hamper. Yes, Darlene. Tiffany says, good night, everyone that has to leave. She's giving the Z's, and we're all going to be leaving. Sales tax goes by state. It's a law now that companies have to charge sales tax per state, yes. And I do know that Missouri does that, and most of the times I just pull it out myself. I keep forgetting to add it into my PayPal, but then it's like, if I tell people something, I try to keep it that way, keep it at that price, and just pay it behind the scenes. Cynthia Dixon says, I will be going to the Quilt Festival this weekend. I will let you know how it goes. Absolutely let us know how it goes, because this is one I'm missing because I didn't want to go and then not have a great experience and it was ruined by COVID. So please let me know how that goes so I can determine if I'm going next year. Beverly Aiken says, good night, everyone. Good night to Deborah, who said, good night, everyone. Connie says, I had to leave. Now I'm back. Are you using a walking foot? Can you show how a close-up of the front and back, just the binding? What do I do wrong? Mine show up on front. I don't know. My binding was put onto the back of the quilt. I put my binding on the back of the quilt and then brought it to the front. So that's probably part of it. And my phone is starting to spool. I'm trying to see if I'm still recording. Let me fold it up a little bit because you all know I don't have that much space right here. So let me try to fold this up a little so I'm not pulling the whole thing, dragging it back across the little small area here. But I put my binding on the back, so and then when I'm doing it by machine, I normally do it, I can, I'm stitching down the top from the front, and the back I don't really care about. And I use a matching thread with the binding color. And most of the time I try to stay with the same color as the backing, not necessarily the same fabric. Now, when I did those cardinal quilts, I really thought that I was going to hand sew those bindings because they were for an adult. And I thought that I would hand sew them for my customers. And then once I put the binding on, I put the binding on my long arm. So I had to put it on the front. And then it just took me so long pressing, making sure I was stitching the back part, that it hadn't moved, using so many pins. I didn't feel like doing all of that. So it's a lot quicker if you just put the binding on the back, flip it to the front. So that's what I did. So I'll show you the back. And you're not going to see much because it's black on black. This is my binding where I stitched it down. This line here is when I stitched it from the front. Okay? And this is the corner. See, it don't catch the back. But when I go to the front corner, my front is caught when I back stitched here. Right here. There is no hole. So the front of the whole quilt, just so I wanted to show you the corner first, and then I'll show you a good portion here before we sign off. But you can't even hardly see it because it's black on black. Let me just hold one layer. But that's how it looks from the front. Okay. So hopefully that answered your questions. I got kicked out of the live chat. And it's telling me something has timed out. I don't know what that means, but it's not letting me back into chat, so I can't see it. It's not even letting me back in, period. So this is definitely my internet causing all of this ruckus, okay? Or YouTube. But it's not the phone because this is a brand new phone and it was rebooted, okay? So let me pull you all up. Hold on. Just so I can see the chats to make sure. We're up close and personal now. Yes, Diane, you can use that for laundry or trash. Yes, that big one. Janet Macro saying good night. Good night. A lot of people saying good night. So, I want to make sure everybody is still here. Who asked me that question? I don't know. I can't even see who asked me the question now. So sorry about that. So we're going to go ahead and leave here. And I will see you all Saturday for a live sewing chat, okay? So talk to you all later. Goodbye, everybody. Take care. Stay blessed. Stay safe. Be blessed. And quilt out, everybody.